Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
You plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes. We plan to release every single text messages between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on receipts.
Justin's lawyer stormed into that courtroom with a briefcase bursting with evidence. And Blake, she never saw it coming. Remember how Blake was acting all cool and unbothered about those abuse allegations? Yeah, that confidence crumbled fast once Justin's legal team started dropping bombshells, one after another. The air in that courtroom, so thick you could slice it with a knife. And have you noticed how Blake's former co-stars are suddenly dead silent? That speaks volumes. But here's where it gets juicier. Industry insiders are quietly murmuring about Blake's real intentions behind the scenes. And wait until you hear what kind of dirt Justin's lawyer brought forward. We're talking about leaked text messages and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from It Ends With Us.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
You plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes. We plan to release every single text messages between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on receipts.
Oh, but that's not all. There's also some eye-opening info on why Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds are keeping suspiciously quiet about this whole mess. What are they hiding? Now let's not forget, this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni feud is spiraling out of control. Justin's lawyer claims Blake didn't even bother to read the book the movie was based on, leaving her confused and uncomfortable on set. On top of that, they're calling her out for being a total diva and trying to hijack the entire production. Buckle up because this drama is far from over. Blake Lively's team isn't holding back, calling all of this a distraction tactic. They're accusing Justin Baldoni of trying to dodge the serious allegations stacked against him. Right now, it's a messy he said, she said situation, and honestly, no one knows who to trust. That was the vibe, until Justin's lawyer flipped the script in the most shocking way. No joke. The second Justin's lawyer started speaking, the entire courtroom's energy shifted. The evidence they brought? Game-changing! You could practically see Blake's cool and collected act start to crumble. It all began when the lawyer pulled out a string of text messages between Blake and the film's producers. And let me tell you, these messages told a completely different story than what Blake had been sharing publicly. One of the texts had Blake hyping up Justin's professionalism and sounding excited to work with him. And get this, it was just days before her accusations went public. That twist had everyone questioning if Blake's claims were even genuine. To make things messier, the production crew backed Justin up, swearing he was nothing but professional throughout filming. But the real shocker? The lawyer dropped timestamp security footage straight from the set! At that point, the courtroom was shook. In one jaw-dropping clip, Blake was seen completely relaxed, laughing and chatting it up with Justin during a break on set. And get this, it was the same day she later claimed she felt uncomfortable around him. That footage straight up clashed with her story and raised some serious questions about her true intentions. But wait, it gets even messier. Court documents revealed that during one of the incidents Blake mentioned in her complaint, she wasn't even on set. She was actually vacationing in the Bahamas with her husband, Ryan Reynolds. This shocking detail completely undercuts her narrative and casts an even darker shadow over her claims. And have you noticed how eerily silent the rest of the It Ends With Us cast has been? Not a single co-star has stepped forward to support Blake. In Hollywood, where loyalty can make or break your entire career, that kind of silence, it's deafening. It practically screams that something isn't adding up. Rumor has it that this silence might be because the cast is too scared to challenge the mountain of solid evidence backing Justin. Even industry insiders are starting to weigh in. An anonymous source spilled that Blake's version of events doesn't line up with what the crew actually witnessed on set. To top it off, more behind-the-scenes clips surfaced, showing Blake and Justin getting along just fine during key moments of filming. This drama? It's unraveling fast! As the courtroom showdown heated up, Justin's legal team tore through every single point Blake laid out in her accusations. But the real jaw-dropper? When Justin's lawyer unveiled a detailed timeline proving Blake wasn't even there during one of the so-called incidents. Turns out, she was off enjoying a vacation with her family that very day. And this wasn't just talk. Solid proof came in the form of travel records and her own social media posts. That's hard to argue with. But what really turned heads were the testimonies from the crew members. They described Justin as being nothing but polite, professional, and chill throughout filming. Multiple crew members even wrote statements saying they never saw Justin do anything that remotely matched Blake's accusations. And to make it even more airtight, security footage backed them up. One clip showed Blake and Justin casually chatting over coffee, looking completely friendly. Definitely not the hostile environment Blake was painting. Then came Blake's own text messages from the early days of filming, and they stirred up even more drama. In those texts, she was hyping up Justin's work ethic and even asking for more scenes with him. People couldn't help but wonder, how do you go from praising someone to accusing them? This contradiction left everyone questioning Blake's true motives. One of the most shocking twists in this whole drama? The claim that Blake was gunning for executive producer credits on the film. According to court documents, she pushed for that title, but her request got flat-out rejected, right before she dropped those allegations against Justin. Sure, it could be pure coincidence. But let's be real, the timing is way too suspicious, and it's got everyone in the industry talking. This courtroom battle has sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Social media exploded, with fans and critics alike diving headfirst into the drama. And guess what? Right now, the public seems to be rallying behind Justin. A recent Bored Panda poll revealed that a huge number of fans are taking his side in this messy situation. And Justin? He's not backing down for a second. He's ready to take this all the way to court to prove his innocence. In Hollywood, where scandals usually get swept under the rug with secret deals, Justin's decision to go full force with a public trial is bold. It's risky, no doubt, but with all this evidence stacking up in his favor, it might just pay off. Meanwhile, things are getting tense for Blake. The growing cracks in her story are starting to seriously damage her credibility. And that could be a career ender in an industry that thrives on reputation. For Justin, though, it's a waiting game. This trial could be the ultimate opportunity to clear his name, and maybe even shift the way Hollywood handles these scandals. This case is spiraling into one of the biggest Hollywood scandals we've seen in years, and the questions just keep piling up. What's next for Blake and Justin? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This story is far from over. With all the behind-the-scenes chaos and courtroom bombshells, one thing's crystal clear. This drama is far from over. And here's where it gets even messier. The reasons behind Blake's actions might not be as innocent as they seem. Insiders are spilling that Blake was pushing hard for an executive producer credit on It Ends With Us, while the movie was still in production. But when that request got denied, things reportedly got tense between her and the directors. Now, maybe it's all just bad timing, but let's be honest. The fact that her allegations against Justin surfaced right after being turned down has Hollywood insiders raising their eyebrows. And it doesn't stop there. Leaked DMs reveal Blake was secretly frustrated about how little screen time she had compared to Justin. Could this whole thing be driven by workplace jealousy? But wait, let's talk about Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. Their silence is deafening. These two are always quick to support Blake publicly, yet they've stayed completely quiet throughout this entire scandal. Fans are starting to wonder, do they know something the public doesn't? And to throw even more fuel on the fire, some of Blake's former Gossip Girl co-stars have been caught liking cryptic posts that seem to support Justin. Now that's suspicious. This case has more twists and turns than a Hollywood thriller. Some of the most shocking revelations came straight from courtroom leaks. One major bombshell? Justin's team produced receipts proving that Blake was actually on vacation during one of the incidents she claimed happened. This whole situation just keeps getting crazier, and there's no telling what will come out next. This latest twist didn't just shake up Blake's evidence, it made people seriously question her credibility. And here's another jaw-dropper. Blake allegedly sent emails to the producers early in negotiations, hinting that she wanted more control over how the movie's story was told. In one email, she even requested a key scene be rewritten to give her character a bigger spotlight. But the production execs? They reportedly shot her down. But the most damaging blow? A behind-the-scenes video surfaced, showing Blake and Justin practicing lines together, laughing and joking, just hours after she claimed she felt uncomfortable around him. If her story doesn't hold up, the motivation behind these accusations could have some serious consequences. Now that some of the dust is settling, the big question is, what's next? Justin's legal team isn't playing around. They've made it clear. They're pushing for a full public trial and have no intention of settling this quietly behind closed doors. This bold strategy screams confidence, signaling that they believe the mountain of evidence will not only clear Justin's name, but also expose Blake's claims as baseless. Meanwhile, Blake is feeling the heat. The pressure is mounting for her to explain all the glaring holes in her story. With more evidence and testimony stacking up from Justin's side, people are starting to wonder if Blake's defense can even survive this. This case has spiraled into a massive Hollywood spectacle, and the world is watching closely. What happens next could make or break both of their careers. Fans are going into full detective mode, digging through every leaked court document and cryptic social media post they can find. Speculation is running wild about how this scandal could impact both Blake and Justin's careers. But here's the wildest part. Some Hollywood insiders believe there's still more evidence that hasn't been revealed yet. If that's true, this drama is far from over. Right now, all eyes are locked on the courtroom, waiting to see who will come out on top in one of the biggest scandals of the year. So, what's next? For Justin, the path is crystal clear. His legal team is all in, determined to take this battle to trial. They're confident that the growing stack of evidence will completely clear his name. And rumor has it, they've got even more receipts that could blow this case wide open. Fans are on edge, eagerly waiting for the next courtroom bombshell. Social media is absolutely on fire. Debates are raging, and people aren't holding back. One viral tweet summed it up. Blake Lively can kiss her career goodbye. Who's gonna hire her after this disaster? On the flip side, some fans are demanding total transparency. One fiery comment said, "Nah, drop it all! Embarrass her!" What she and her husband are doing is disgusting. She's been awful for way too long, and now she's exposed. But what do you think about these explosive developments? Are you backing Blake or siding with Justin? Let me know in the comments below. I'm ready to hear all your thoughts. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest updates on this shocking saga and even more Hollywood drama. This story is just getting started. And trust me, you do not want to miss what happens next. See you in the next video.